Morning.
Please rise. And please remain standing as our Justice George Bridges leads us in the Pledge of Allegiance. George? If you feel like taking pictures, go ahead throughout the ceremony. Now it's my pleasure to introduce to you my colleagues on the Second District Appellate Court. Justice Robert McLaren from DuPage County, Justice Sue Hutchinson from McHenry County, Justice Catherine Zenoff from Winnebago County, Justice Ann Jorgensen from DuPage County, Justice Michael Burke from DuPage County, Justice Mary Shostak from Lake County, Justice Don Hudson from Kane County, and finally Justice George Bridges from Lake County. Our marshal here today is Craig Maxwell, and it's now my pleasure to introduce to you Dennis Orsi, the President-elect of the Illinois State Bar Association, to address you and to present his motion. Mr. Dorsey.
Thank you, Justice, members of the court, proud parents, and new admittees. As the Justice indicated, I'm Dennis Orsi. I'm the President-elect of the Illinois State Bar Association, and I'll have the proud honor of leading the Illinois State Bar Association beginning June 2020, that's next year. On behalf of the President David Sossin and our Illinois State Bar Association Board of Governors and the 30,000 members of the Illinois State Bar Association, I welcome you to this ceremony, and I know we've got a lot of proud parents in the room. I remember being in one of those seats down in Southern Illinois about 40 years ago when I was a new admittee, and I can assure you that time flies very quickly because it doesn't seem that many years ago. A couple of words I wanted to share with you, and these were words that were shared some 40 years ago when I was a new admittee, and they've always stuck with me, and I thought they were wise words to live by. I was told in that ceremony that during your first 6 months in practice, you are going to have an opportunity to meet other attorneys, judges, other colleagues, all of which will judge you and size you up. And they're either going to conclude that you're a hard worker and an energetic person, somebody who's ethical and does a good job, or they're going to conclude just the opposite. And I can assure you that you, at the end of the day, you want to be one of those people that is placed in that former category of the hard worker, the ethical person, somebody who arrives on time and gets the job done. Because one thing I can tell you is this: whatever reputation you earn in the first 6 months is going to stick with you for a while. And so rather than try to overcome some of the hardships that you may incur if you fall into that latter category, I would encourage you to fall into the former category, be judged by your peer group as one of those people that's going to be an outstanding member of the profession and somebody we can all be proud of. One of the benefits you're going to be receiving in about 4 weeks is a letter from the Illinois State Bar Association. It's going to invite all of you to follow some steps to get a 2-year free membership in the Illinois State Bar Association. And I can tell you that if you've not had an opportunity to look at our website and some of the benefits that we offer to lawyers around the state, I think you'll be pleased with what you see. For example, one of the benefits membership brings is free CLE. You all know that you have to earn continuing legal education credits to maintain your law license. I know you all thought you just studied real hard and you took the bar exam and you now know everything possibly that you need to know to practice law. I can assure you that the law is dynamic and it does change, and you have to keep up with all the new trends in the law. And so with the CLE program, you get 15 hours of free CLE every year. We have over 400 CLE videos that are done by excellent attorneys in the field that put on these programs. We do live CLE programming, but we also do the online CLE program. We also give you free fast-case legal research service. I know many of you in law school probably use LexisNexis. Fastcase is another legal research tool. This is something that you're going to be entitled to free of charge. And as young lawyers starting out, particularly those of you that may be sole practitioners, you're going to be thankful that you're not going to have to pay the going rate, if you will, for what it costs to do that, to acquire those legal research services. These are going to be provided to you free of charge. We also have a daily Eclipse service that comes out that highlights the major appellate court and Supreme Court decisions that were rendered the day before. To me, that's been invaluable in my practice, because while not every case every day has an application to my area of the law, clearly every week or two there is a case that pops up that I find very interesting, and I can click on it and print out the case, and it's all there in front of me. So those are three excellent ways that you can benefit by being a member of the be accepted and admitted into the practice of law in your own home.
Thank you, Mr. Dorsey, for your motion and very appropriate remarks. Now it's my honor to introduce to you Justice Mary Shostak, one of our colleagues from the court, who will be making seconding the motion to admit the class, and whose son Michael is a member of this class. Justice Shostak.
Good morning.
Good morning.
And welcome to all of our new lawyers, their friends, their family members who have gathered here today to join in the celebration. Today is a great day. A day I am confident that you all have been waiting and striving for. Parents, some of the judges on this court know exactly how you feel today because they have experienced the joy of watching their child receive their law license as well. Actually, as Justice Burkett said, today I am sharing that joy with you because my son Michael will be walking across the stage. Parents, I am sure you are all experiencing the same myriad of emotions as I. Pride, relief, joy, joy of not having to write another tuition check, the joy of financial independence of your child, you hope. Just an overall great feeling. All of your children have worked extremely hard to get here today. You should be beaming with pride. And lawyers, some of your parents perhaps aren't able to be with us here today for some reason or another. Please know that they are with you here in spirit. Emotions, new lawyers. I can't even imagine how thrilled you are to finally be here. What a journey. The LSATs 3 years ago, which you probably don't even want to remember. Law school, which, by the way, you will soon realize were the best 3 years of your life. And while you were in law school, I'm sure you met many, many friends. You bonded because you were all in the same miserable boat at times. Trust me when I tell you, the friends that you make in law school will remain your lifelong friends, and some of you may even have met the love of your life in law school. I know I did. The best and the worst years of your life, law school was. You certainly wouldn't want to do it again. But the path, the arduous study for the bar exam, a long summer, and an even longer 2 months awaiting those results. What a journey. You're through. But you're here, and about to join the ranks of lawyers, about to join what in my profession is the greatest, in my opinion, is the greatest profession in the world. An extremely rewarding profession, one where you can truly make a difference. Believe it or not, your work will often be life-changing. You will be making a difference in the lives of those you represent. You will also make a difference in giving back to the legal community with volunteering through your bar association, by performing pro bono hours, and by reaching out. You are now lawyers, professionals. Proceed with passion for your work. As with any profession or any line of work, if you are passionate about what you do, you will be successful. Abe Lincoln said, whatever you are, be a good one. I'm not going to give you a lecture on how to behave as a lawyer. I hope you're bright enough to figure that out, but I am going to say this. Many professions have tools. Teachers, professors, they have their books, their props. An accountant, their numbers, their calculators. A painter, their paint, their paintbrushes, a dentist, their dental tools, and the same with a doctor. But as lawyers, we have no real tools. We only have our reputation for truthfulness and honesty, our word. As you begin practicing law, remember that. You will meet up with the same judges and the same lawyers often. You want them to be able to trust your word, just as you should be able to trust theirs. If you begin your career any other way, that reputation will follow you throughout all of your days as a lawyer. You want your reputation to be stellar, to be that of a gentleman or a gentlewoman. That's all we have, our only tool, our reputation, our word, protected. There were two young lawyers in a courtroom one day, awaiting their case to be called, and an elderly lawyer entered the courtroom and approached them. The one young lawyer knew him and said, "Oh, Mr. Johns, come on over here. I'd like you to meet my adversary, Tim." The older gentleman said, "He is not your adversary. He is your colleague." Ladies and gentlemen, if you remember that, you will be just fine. The life of a judge is much easier if those who appear before him or her conduct themselves as colleagues as opposed to adversaries. It will make our jobs that much easier, and it will make your experience much more pleasurable. As you are about to begin your career, please know that there are many lawyers out there ready, willing, and able to mentor you. Reach out to them. Lawyers love to help new lawyers. And there is a mentor program through the Illinois Supreme Court that you will learn about. I can assure you also that the judges in this state are approachable and willing to share their wisdom. Parents, we will keep an eye on them for you. From the bottom of my heart, I want to wish each of you the best of luck in your life and in your legal career. May God bless you today and always. I'll see you in court. At this time, I would like to second the motion for admittance of this class to the practice of law.
Thank you, Justice Shostak, for those remarks and for your seconding of the motion. A motion has been made and seconded, and the class will be admitted to the practice of law. That motion will be allowed. Now, will all the new admittees please stand? Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name. Do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of Illinois, and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office of Attorney and Counselor at Law to the best of my ability. Please be seated. Well, on behalf of our Supreme Court justices, my colleagues on the Second District Appellate Court, and the entire judicial branch of government, congratulations and welcome to the practice of law. This is a special day for all of you, as well as for your friends and your families, who have given you the love, the support, and the motivation to arrive at this point in your lives. It's just a beginning. How about a nice round of applause for your members, the members of your family and your friends who are here today. I remember a couple of things about when I was sworn in and the speeches that were given. The first thing was that the speeches were way too long. The second thing was that I do remember the caution about being true and honest, and I'll emphasize some of the points that Justice Shostak made today. Today you truly do join a noble profession, and I'm sure that you are all very proud of all that you have accomplished throughout your lives. We know that withstanding the rigors of law school and passing the bar exam takes tremendous effort. You are now licensed to practice law, and you're authorized to represent clients. With this authority comes great responsibility. The practice of law is about service. It's all about service. Service to your client, service to the law, service to our system. Beyond your immediate duty to your clients, you have a larger and wider sphere of duty to our justice system, to support and maintain the priceless value that our system holds for all our citizens. We settle disputes in the courtroom, exchanging correspondence without bloodshed, something that is part of the heritage of this country, and lawyers uphold that heritage. The vital role that lawyers play in the preservation of our system and our democracy is passed on to you today. You are members of this great profession. No matter where your legal career takes you, whether it's in private practice, government service, or in the business world, you will have opportunities, as Justice Shostak pointed out, to make a real difference in the lives of your clients. Many of you will make differences not just in the lives of your clients, but in your communities, in our society as a whole, by coming up with new ideas. I know that many of you, probably most of you, are saddled with significant college debt, and your first job in the legal profession may not be the job of your dreams. But believe me, if you work hard and you abide by our ethical rules and demonstrate respect for everyone, including your adversaries, you will find personal fulfillment and compensation to pay off those student loans and have a great life. By all means, as Mr. Dorsey said, take advantage of the free training offered by the Illinois State Bar Association, especially the free stuff. Those 15 hours come in handy. Join your local bar association and the new lawyers section. You'll make new friends and you'll find new opportunities that you weren't aware of. And also seek out a mentor through the ISBA mentorship program or your local bar association. A mentor will help you figure out the day-to-day struggles of the practice of law and the common sense side of the practice. Most important, I want to emphasize the obligation that you have to steadfastly abide by the ethical obligations of our profession. Remember this, and I was told this a long time ago by a sage judge who reminded me, no case and no client is worth ruining your career or your reputation. Your reputation is everything. You will be judged not only by what you say, but by what you do. A reputation for solid integrity will be your greatest asset. Be a good listener, and remember, there are no widgets in this business. Every case has a story, every client has a story, every victim has a story, and every client deserves competent professional representation. Also remember this, too many lawyers, including many of my friends, make the mistake of putting all of their energy into their work. They turn sometimes to drugs or alcohol. It's a mistake. Put your family first. Practice your faith and exercise your body as well as your mind. Get away from the office. Spend time with your families. The practice of law has changed a great deal since I took the oath many years ago. And many of the changes are positive. The information and technological revolution have given us electronic filing, instant access to documents, and legal authority. However, not all of the changes are good. Do not allow technology to replace what your clients will value most: personal contact, personal interaction. One of the most common complaints about lawyers is their failure to communicate with their clients. Don't make that mistake. Return your phone calls, respond to correspondence. Because your reputation will be built in large part on how you foster relationships with your clients, with your colleagues, with the court. And believe me, in this profession, word travels fast. Lawyers like to talk. When I was in high school, I would go to estate sales, and I grabbed a little book once. I was with my mom, and the title of the book was How to Argue and Win. It was by early 20th century professor at Yale, and Mr. Kleiser, the author, made a list, a good list, on concise rules for a lawyer. I'm not going to read all of them, but just a few of them I think that all my colleagues would agree with. In your professional life and in your private life, be dignified. Don't quibble. Get to the point. Don't threaten. Conceal your desire to win. Shouting is not eloquence. Treat everyone with respect. Always familiarize yourself with both sides of the argument. Make common sense the basis for your points. Never abuse an opponent or a witness. Cultivate matter-of-fact speaking. It is our hope, my hope, and I know my colleagues agree, that when you enter this profession, you should enter it with the obligation to make a real difference in the lives of your clients. Your tool is the justice system. Be a good steward. Embrace changes that will improve our system of justice, and make sure that during the course of your careers, you carry that torch, which is now passed on to you. I wish all of you the very best today and in your careers. On behalf of my colleagues and the entire judiciary, congratulations and good luck. And please join us for the reception hosted by the ISBA outside the auditorium. Mr. Marshall, the court is adjourned. Thank you all. Congratulations. I adjourned early. We're going to hand out to you this night. Don't leave without the heart.
Just a disclaimer before I begin, if I mispronounce your last name, my apologies. Did my best. And if the front row would get out and follow the mark. It's like a big combo. Victor J. Absent. Another word of caution, it's a very solemn ceremony, but if you care to scream, clap, or yell, you're more than welcome. Chloe Rhea Jurgensen Summer.
Woo! Let's go, Chloe!
Camila Chugamalova. Cheryl Ann Caney. Catherine Ann McCall.